All right, I'm gonna continue with the devaluation stage series and things that happen in the stage and how to overcome or how to stop thinking about it or how to change your point of view once you're out and things like that. So there are other videos that I made and I quickly explain what it is. I always say there's people out there that did a much better job. Whew, it's hot here today. In explaining the stage, I will focus on certain things that for some reason are not said that much about it, although they happen very often. One thing I've seen, the devaluation stage is very difficult for people who were in long distance relationships, and apparently, the narcissist or toxic people, they perform better in long distance relationships because for two reasons, we don't see the real person for a longer period of time. And number two, they stayed excited and interested for a longer period of time. It's for them, it's like, oh, you see this shining ball, and that's how it is because narcissists and reality, it's not, doesn't they get bored, and so they need that interesting fuel, the new applauses, someone being crazy about me, new people telling my new supply how great he is, a bunch of new people admiring him. That's really, really, really cool for them. But apparently um, with long distance relationships, they can keep that for a longer period of time. It happened to me. Actually, it was a long distance relationship, and the the real self, I didn't get to meet him up until almost 10 years later or something like that. Um, so that's one thing that apparently happens, and victims struggle quite a bit in the devaluation stage, and they want to go to that golden period and love me again, and you promised the world, you gave me the world, and now you're taking it away. I'm sorry. So this is not a nice place to be. Also, gratitude, and that's a big red flag. They are not able to be thankful to anybody, because to being grateful implies for the narcissist to accept that he owes something to someone, meaning that someone else would have more grandiosity than the narcissist, or meaning that uh, the narc was in need. He was here and someone was here when they helped him. No, that right here, being bigger, more important, had more grandiosity than a narcissist. That's nobody's place to be in a narcissist's life. That's nobody gets there. No, no children, no wife, husband, whatever. Nobody gets to be more important than themselves. So, uh, having to feel, not say thank you, they can say a lot of things, words are not important to them, but having to feel gratitude towards someone attacks their grandiosity. And they don't like that. They're not going to let that happen. So, what they're going to do is twist everything to make that other person look bad. Making them feel bad for helping them? Yes. Especially if it's a partner that helped them. Absolutely, you can put your signature on that. It will happen. But generally, what they do is to twist the facts or the truth of why they helped them and it will end up in their head, and they're really going to believe that. It's not like only they're going to tell the story around, they believe that story to say, well, it was so I can do him, I don't know, so I can paint his house. Not that he wanted to help me, but he was actually trying to use me. Or no, he was like, oh, he was trying to show off, or she was trying to show off. Or, oh, a very famous one, and you don't believe me, it's famous. Get the books of Narcissists, go into forums and read it. The tricking into having kids from the narc. Oh, that's like in the first five most famous things narcissists say. I mean, in the first 10, it's in the fifth place, if I'm not mistaken. Like, you tricked me into, she helped me so she can trick me into having kids. Or um, or or vice versa, or she told me whatever. I mean, that is number one, number five blames that they use. I actually think I read it in an article somewhere that it was the most top five uh, BS they say about people. But I guess what I'm trying to say is that or if a brother or sister helps them, it's gonna end up being, oh, they needed to show off, not that they really meant to. Their mother, if there helps, it's, well, it's because she feels guilt from what she did last year. Things like that, that you're like, at the beginning you believe everybody mistreating this guy, and you believe everybody being such evil people towards him. But then that's a red flag, and you should probably, you know, think about it, like we all do, start thinking about it. But there is not a single person, I have not seen a story or in my story that a narcissist will get help from someone and they're gonna stay in good relationship. It will never happen. The more help they get from someone, the bigger the problem the narc is gonna create. um, Always. So he can smash the possibility of being grateful or owning something to someone. It always happens. I've never seen the opposite. I've never read about the opposite, and I don't. And even if I hear by now, I think I'll be like, what's the agenda? What is he trying to? Why is he not? Why is he so grateful? Anyway, and that's another thing that you're gonna see in devaluation stage, that what what's gonna not in devaluation stage happens, but that's when you're gonna start realizing that narcissists, they don't interact with the same friend for a long period of time on daily basis. Their best friends ever, they hang around together for a year and a half, and then either something happens and they have a problem. But like, from being best friends to completely ignoring or just having a text here and there once in a while, even they can have friends from childhood or from many years ago. They don't have interaction with their friends, even if they're living the same city, on constant basis. They switch people. Like, now I'm gonna hang with this group, and then you switch. And usually his groups do not interact very often, if almost never. Like, by consequences, if they meet somewhere, they can interact, but it's not that he will combine both. They keep friends separated. Um, they family members, it's all separated. It's Machiavellian. It's like control over separation. Um, that's one. Those are things that happen all the time. They're not explained so much. I don't know if they're important. In my case, I think I saw that in the idealization stage, and I should have paid more attention. So that's why I guess I decided to talk a little bit more about it. what I guess I'm trying to say is you will never see a narc being thankful to someone for a long period of time. The information is going to be twisted, and it's going to end up being that this other person who helped them, it's evil monster. Narcissists always have new um, audience all the time, all the time. They can go back and forth, but they always have new audience. And if they're gonna go back to someone who knows their truth, it's after many years with a different story. Uh, so those are things that you're gonna be seeing. If you do, it's when you're gonna really feel ignored. You're gonna feel that you don't deserve anything. Um, like I want to point things out for the devaluation stage. Really, there is not that much you can do while you're with that person. The devaluation stage can be overcome once you're out of the relationship. Uh, like I said in one video, stay close to people who have been close to you longer than the narc, or have proven to you to be better friends than him. Stay close to these people, even if you don't tell them what is going on. Read as much as you can. If you're in the devaluation stage now, just keep reading, and keep going back to what was your life before. I think, oh, and absolutely therapy. Another thing that you can do, and I think it's very helpful if you were devaluated and discarded already, or even if it's not the discard and still under the same roof, if you can change things around. The the wall color, the smell in the house, just change things. I'm sorry, change something in your house, because that's how you're gonna start getting ready. First, your mood is gonna change, and that's how you're gonna start your brain getting ready. Your brain that change should come. Uh, you leaving, him leaving you, but change should come. If you're not happy, change should come. That's what it should be, because we all deserve to be happy, and if we can do something about it, we should. And that's the reason of why I'm making these videos, passing along my experience, and probably just to say, I know how it feels. I've been there. You can get out of that feeling, and you can really be happy again. And that nothingness, the feeling of nothingness, it can go away, and it will. It's just you have to keep working on that. I'm gonna do a few more videos about the discard stage. For some reason, I have gotten several messages asking me about my discard stage, so I'm gonna try to, in the next few videos, answer those questions. Hope to see you in my next video, and if you have any tips that can help us, please share them. Bye.